Ever looked at an article and questioned if it was written by a human? Let's have a look at these two articles here. What if I were to tell you that one of these two are actually generated by a bot? Would you be able to tell which one it is? Pause the video to make a guess. If you guessed the left one, you are right. If you guessed the wrong answer, you may be one of the 90% of Singaporeans who may be susceptible to fraudulent news. With the increase in the number of bot-generated text in the world today, coupled with the wide reaching of social media, we aim to build a classifier model that can differentiate real articles from bot-generated articles. We looked at articles in Singapore's context, as given Singapore's rapid push in technology, one can expect the use of bot-generated news in our news and journalism industry one day. As such, our project consists of a two-pronged approach. Firstly, to generate news based on current news articles, and secondly, to build a classifier model that can differentiate real and bot-generated news. We scraped and cleaned over 60,000 articles from Singaporean news channels and used it to fine-tune the state-of-the-art GPT-2 model. After several iterations of fine-tuning, the news articles started looking more believable, and we later used this model to generate over 20,000 articles for our classification purposes. In our project, we made use of 6 different classifier models: naive Bayes, logistic regression, support vector classifier, XGBoost classifier, random forest, and decision tree. To apply these techniques on text-based data, we will first be converting our text into matrices of token counts using counts vectorizer, and thereafter using TF-IDF to reduce the priority of stop words and punctuations. From our findings, the SVC model seems to perform better than the rest for detecting generated news, as it has a higher accuracy and F1 score compared to the rest. This indicates that the GPT-2 model was able to produce texts that have their own style of writing and wording distribution, which allowed the SVC model to split the data into generated and real articles clearly with the help of TF-IDF. Furthermore, we also tried to reduce the number of features to prevent overfitting, giving us interesting results. As seen here, the top 100 features can increase the accuracy from 75% to 92.5%. The next 200 features increases the accuracy by 2.5%, and the rest is negligible due to rare occurring terms that hardly becomes the defining feature of a model. We also looked at using other methods of feature selection such as chi-square and mutual information classifier. They perform well given very little features but were quickly outperformed by TF-IDF. With this classifier model, we hope that it can help to better discriminate between real and generated Singapore news in the future, as well as educate Singaporeans about the existence of such alternative facts generated by bots, so that people would not trust news so easily these days.